Hello, my name's Tony Patty and I'm the course director for a Masters of Green Chemistry and Sustainable Technologies offered by our Faculty of Science through the School of Chemistry at Monash University. So what is green chemistry? Let's think about everything around us in everyday life, all the manufactured goods that we take for granted and the lifestyles we have. Everything from our food, cleaning agents, cosmetics, the plastics and polymers around us, pharmaceuticals that we use, all of these come from some form of chemical manufacturing. And as we know in the past, this has often created problems for the environment, some of the legacy problems that we deal with today in terms of cleaning them up and dealing with them. Green chemistry is a way of thinking about chemistry so that when we manufacture, when we design our products, we think about how to make them in a way that we don't have any problems going forward. And at the same time, we have social and economic benefits that come from the thinking in manufacturing through green chemistry approaches. One of the slogans of green chemistry, well known, is benign by design. And as shown on the slide here, we're addressing environmental, economic and social benefits. And I would argue that through green chemistry thinking, you could address all the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Some of these are more obvious, such as reducing poverty, responsible consumption, preserving our resources such as water, and in indirect ways, all these approaches through green chemistry will also bring prosperity and greater equality across our planet. Why would you choose this course? We're the only university in Australia offering a Masters in Green Chemistry and Sustainable Technologies. You're also coming to one of the leading universities in Australia, as you can see on the slide. Chemistry is ranked 1 at Monash at the moment. We have very strong links with industry, and these links are reflected in the course that you'll be doing through guest speakers, and some of the units actually involve you working with industry partners. And I'll say a few more things about that in a moment. Entry requirements. There are 3 points of entry for this course. I won't read through these on the slide that you can see, but just to emphasise a couple of options. You can enter with a chemistry background or something related to chemistry. It could be food technology, it could be a pharmacy qualification, a biotech qualification, chemical engineering. With that sort of background, you can get exemption of 1 semester, so you'd be able to complete the course in 1.5 years. The minimum entry requirement is to have at least first year chemistry somewhere in your studies. If that's the situation you're in, it will likely be to be taking you 2 years to complete the Masters. And in exceptional circumstances, what we're calling entry level 3 here, you have a significant background which also involves some green chemistry, particularly perhaps a project or research project you've done through a previous course, and you may be able to get up to 1 year exemption and be able to complete the Masters in 1 year. The entry requirement is a 60% credit average or equivalent on any previous courses that you've done. The course structure, it's divided into 4 parts, parts A, B, C and D, but you don't have to take the course in order, A, B, C, D. You can jump in various places into the course. For example, if you already have a chemistry background, you could be exempted from part B, and then you might be taking subjects from part A or part C. Quite often people will be starting with part A and maybe some part C. Part D, the last part of the course, is the opportunity to do a research project or an internship. We call one the research pathway, the other one's the coursework pathway. The internship will be based in industry. The research pathway, you do a whole semester of research in a research group in the university. And the links with industry are very strong, as I've already mentioned, and that apart from the internship, you could have a research project that's related to the industry. You may have an industry partner, for example. There is an alternative exit here, a Graduate Certificate of Green Chemistry and Sustainable Technologies. And finally, just to finish off, we have some very strong links with companies in the program, so you will see guest speakers coming from companies in the course. There's one subject where you're actually strongly linked in a company with a consultancy project, and these are just a couple of examples on the slide of some of those companies. Employment outcomes are very wide, and in the broader sense, as I said before, many of the industries that are out there manufacturing goods are now very interested in having a sustainability agenda. How can they be more sustainable, more ethical in the products that have been produced? And green chemistry principles and thinking is going to be a very important part of the approach that these companies will be taking. You can see a list there of employment opportunities. I'm not going to read them through, but companies are interested in people with a background in this area. So with that, if you have any questions, there's information provided for you that you can follow up to get in touch with me or other people in the university about this. Thank you.